Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you can come along today for some fun with junk journaling. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I hope you grab a cup of something you enjoy and can settle in and journal along with me today. So if you've been here a bit, you've seen the Kraft Notebook Junk Journal, and this is the little one that I've made for Junk Journal July. So for June, currently 2023, I use this Kraft Notebook. It's a pen and gear from Walmart, and it's been a lot of fun junk journaling. I tend to do 2 to 4 pages a week, document everyday life, and just have a play with all the supplies, right? Upcycling, pens, paint. And I'm thinking to do the same thing for my creative journal for July. And this again is the same notebook, $1 from Walmart, 30 pages, and I usually glue pages together. So last month I had 15, and I have a little bit of a setup for what I think my cover is going to look like. Making progress there. I also have been playing around with a little bit of art. This is a piece of Zentangle inspired art. I'll chat a bit more later in the video about that, but that's another fun drawing community. You don't have to have a lot of experience. I love art communities that you can just at any level jump in and have a whole lot of fun. So I'll do a little bit more about chatting with that in the video. And yeah, so let's jump in. This is let me get this out of the way, the new journal specifically for the Junk Journal July Challenge. I think it's cute. I like the size. And if you're not familiar with Junk Journal July, it is hosted by Meg at Meg Journals and also Get Messy Art. So the prompts, I know I grabbed these from Meg's Instagram. They're there. And then there's a whole lot of other collaborations every day. Oh my gosh, isn't this page funny? Those dinos. I grabbed a lot of papers from children's books, envelopes. Actually, I'll show you in a couple minutes. The whole base of this accordion style journal is an envelope. Actually, 2. A little bit of mixed media paper, painty messes, coffee dyeing. So that's the front part of the accordion. And then this is the back side of the accordion. So I think you still call it an accordion when you put in signatures. I'm not sure. Although I've also heard an infinity journal. I am not sure. There's an envelope of in my mind, it's an accordion journal. So here we go. So when you stretch it out, I always think of it as that letter M, right? And I've tied in the first signature and the last with a little bit of muslin ribbon. And the third one, I did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch with a bit of scrappy string. Yeah, so it's a nice size. I think just to give you a quick, if you want to make this, because it was really fast to make. This was made with 2 envelopes, the 6x9 size. What's going on there with that little bit of the lip. And when you fold the first one in half, there you go. So I think for a challenge journal, this is going to work well for me. And what do we have? So of course, 4.5, right? That's the half of the 9 by 6. And then to attach them, I took the sticker and the top part of the envelope, slid it right over to the end, Stuck that on there and then simply folded it the other direction, the opposite direction. Not a new idea. I know there are lots of journalers who make them. I think it's such a handy, simple one to make that, and I wasn't really sure what to do for Junk Journal July. I had to make a quick decision. So if you need to make a quick decision too, like your decision, I want to say, this is an easy one to do. I would recommend, by the way, though, I had a bit of a snafu with the coffee dyeing. I would coffee dye first. I coffee dyed and also put a wallpaper backing on, and it made the wallpaper kind of ripply. So I definitely would have done it differently, that part. Yeah, so this is the first prompt for Junk Journal July. Currently, I think this video is going to post on the 2nd, July 2nd, and I will, let's do the second prompt together today. And the first one I'll jump into in a minute, but that was good vibes. I just want to, before I get too far in, show you some of the supplies I've put aside. So these are, I love Cat Hand, her channel, all of her goodies. These are freebies on her Ko-fi app. Vintage washi tape, and then Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. There's a little call out in the community of junk journalers to help a gal out. She's been going through a rough patch, so I bought some of her digitals on Etsy. They're gorgeous, and those are the words and sentiments. I can link those below, as well as Kat's Ko-fi page. She has so many beautiful things. And then this is my pile of stuff I think I'm going to use. If you know my channel at all, I'm usually quite the color gal, and this is a little more leaning in on the neutrals for me. Yeah, so this other wallpaper right there, the William Morris wallpaper, I got from Tina's Etsy shop. So pretty. There's, I think the package, or the digital packet, is, I don't know, like 16 different ones. I only already downloaded a couple and printed a few out. All right, so that's a little bit of background of Junk Journal July, and this is prompt 1. Prompt 1 is good vibes, and I thought one of my favorite places to be, I live in the Northeast, and I'm in Connecticut, but I love Rhode Island. I love the beaches. I'm looking here, I'm grabbing the original, well, a second copy rather, not the original of the photo. So what I did was I altered this photo with a little bit of paint, some of that washi tape from Cat, a little bit of scraps, and yeah, just made it into, oh, and this little bit of, this is fun. This is like a duct tape, but it's cork. And altered the photo. I added a little sunrise in the back and wrote morning walks on the beach. Some of those Tombow markers. So that was fun. Prompt 1 done. And I love that. That's called The Ruins. If you know Rhode Island at all, that might be recognizable to you. So for the last part of this video, I'm going to jump into a journal with me. I hope that you're enjoying your journaling, and please let me know what you're doing in July and if you're doing Junk Journal July. So here goes a big experiment for me. And coffee, thank you. So settling into this experiment today, I have never dried flowers in this way before. So I decided to do something very dangerous and Google it. And I Googled how to dry flowers quickly because I've done, you know, the old-fashioned way in books that take a long time. And I followed some directions somewhere to microwave them. stood there the whole time, friends. So I don't even want to give you the directions. I would Google it and stand by your microwave. I think it was under a minute. It was like I did it in little spurts, like 20 seconds or something. And my idea for this pop of color prompt is to take these little cuties and put them on the page in that packing tape. To start, I thought I would mask this area with a little bit of cardstock because, well, I wasn't really sure what to do, honestly, but I decided let's grab the watercolors because I'm thinking of a colorful spread. And let's somehow, remains to be seen, friends, get the cute little flowers into the packing tape and put them in sort of that circle area, a little bit of kind of a window effect, I guess I would say. These are some koi watercolors that I've had in my stash forever. Cute little set, very portable. I think the nice thing about it is you could pop that in your bag if you were doing any travel journaling or on vacation or something like that. Had them again for a very long time. And I'm gonna pop in a little bit of paper towel here. Not sure how messy I'm gonna get. And let's see. So the trick is these flowers are pretty delicate. The trick is going to be getting them into that packing tape and making some sort of, I don't know, some sort of arrangement. So I have, not even sure what all these flowers are. They're all from my garden. The top ones are, remind me of petunias. I'm not a flower, I really don't know the names of many flowers, let me just say that. But they're very pretty. I love that indigo purple color. Then the other kind of flat orangey one was a marigold that definitely, I don't know, that definitely got flattened for sure in the microwave. I'm feeling though that one is to me, that one is the star of the show. It kind of stands out, but I do love that yellow color. Not sure about my poor friend the marigold. I think that might be a pass. All right, now holding the breath to get this up and not wrinkle it too much. Now obviously it's not a circle shape, but I wanted it to sort of land within that cardstock circle. All right, sweet. That's cute. Let's trim that. The packing tape was simply what I had on hand. I looked to see if I had any clear labels or clear sticker stuff, and I really didn't. Liking that. The next step is going around with a watercolor wash. Going to be very loose with this. Thinking about, I don't know, just some bright colors. It's right. It's a pop of color. And let's see here. I'm going to go in first, I think, with a little bit of a bright color. Let's try, well, let's get the blue going. Actually, that's not as bright as I thought. Let's try, let me move this. Let's, oh, that's a pretty indigo color. The purples. What is this orange? That looks a little muddy to me. No, I want something, let's brighten that up. Yes, I like that. Yeah, so how is your journaling going? How is July for you? In Connecticut, it is rainy. And by the way, right now it is 4th of July weekend. I think weather-wise, it's it's definitely going to be a wash. It's not good cookout weather. I think we're just gonna, oh, I like this color. It's not going to be a really great outdoor time, so any celebrations are probably more of like an inside thing. But if you're in the US celebrating, I hope you have a good one. All right, now this is gonna bleed a little into the orange, trying to not get that too muddy, but I think that's, you have a little bit of the green. So I'm really excited for Junk Journal July, and I think the idea is a lot of times I journal in 2 journals, and then over the last few months I was really into the comp notebooks. I did a tab journal in May, and I've done the craft journal in June that I shared. Gonna do that again in July. So I'm thinking I'm getting back into this as a challenge journal. I don't journal every day, so probably for me, I'll do 2 or 3 prompts at a go. And I will definitely be posting and sharing. Ooh, that's kind of cute. All right. I think that works. Pop of color prompt 2. So yeah, for July, I think I need to let this dry. For July, I'm thinking about that Kraft Notebook, and I wanted to actually, here, let me grab. So this is Zentangle inspired art. Zentangle is just a way of patterning, and I don't think I've shared too much of this altered book junk journal. I have, while this is drying, let me just open this up and show you a little more of the Zentangle inspired art I have in here. So fun, just another kind of patterning. I did this, I think starting in, well, in terms of Zentangle, my interest was around 2015. And then in 2017, I actually did, they have a way that you can be a Zentangle teacher. So well before I even knew anything about junk journaling, I did that. And now it's kind of fun because just like anything you do in art, you can just pull it in as another fun thing to add to your art into your journals. So, and that pattern, by the way, just the same way that we use digitals in the junk journaling world, and give a shout out to someone, that pattern is by, it's called Hirari, and I did a variation of that, and that's by a tangler named Midori, I don't know her last name, let me see, Midori Furuhashi, I believe. And she is a CZT, which means Certified Zentangle Teacher. Okay, so back to the task at hand. I'm thinking for the moment that the best way to get this down would be double-sided tape. We'll see if I can pull this off, friends. Oh my goodness. Oh, not bad. And I had a few pencil lines, so I'm just going in with one of those kneaded erasers. All right. So please let me know what you're enjoying in July. If you are doing Junk Journal July, Again, I'll link everything below. Check out all of the fun in the hashtag. I'm sure it's all over social media, probably Instagram as well as YouTube. So many fun ideas and so much inspiration. And yay, prompt 2 is done. So thanks so much for coming along. Here's a bit of a close-up. And happy July journaling to you.